The Greatest Showman was a big box office hit, and a sequel could still happen. Here's everything you need to know about it and the stage show. The musical The Greatest Showman was very well received by viewers, and talks about a sequel have been floating around for a while, and here's everything known about it, as well as the stage show version. Hugh Jackman is best known for playing Wolverine in the X-Men franchise, but he has also made himself known in the world of musicals, both on stage and the big screen. Jackman voiced Memphis in the animated musical Happy Feet, but his first proper musical role was in Tom Hooper's film version of Les Misérables. Jackman's next musical was The Greatest Showman, released in 2017 and inspired by the story of P.T. Barnum, creator of Barnum's American Museum. Although the writers took a lot of creative liberties when bringing Barnum's life to the big screen, the film was a box office success, and it was praised for its performances, music, and overall production. The Greatest Showman also starred Zac Efron, Michelle Williams, Zendaya, and Rebecca Ferguson. Continue scrolling to keep reading. Click the button below to start this article in quick view. Given its financial success, many expected a sequel to be announced soon after the first film's release, but there have been some obstacles along the way. However, those who want to revisit Barnum's story will be able to do so thanks to the stage show version. Here's everything you need to know about The Greatest Showman 2. The Greatest Showman 2 status: is it happening? The Greatest Showman 2 hasn't been confirmed, but it's not something that hasn't been discussed either. In February 2019, director Michael Gracey told The Sun that discussions around a sequel had already started and they were working on it, with Jackman later confirming on the radio show Steve Wright's Big Guest that a sequel was in early development, but it wasn't a sure thing just yet. Both Gracey and Jackman, as well as other cast members, have since been involved in other projects, with The Greatest Showman 2 still not being greenlit. The Greatest Showman 2 release date: if The Greatest Showman 2 is confirmed, it can be tricky to predict a release date. It's unclear when the film industry will be able to fully go back to normal after the coronavirus pandemic, and as Jackman mentioned in the aforementioned conversation with Steve Wright's Big Guest, it took 8 years to get the first one made, as there was a lot of creative and technical stuff to figure out, so developing a sequel that can live up to the production value of the first one can take a while. If everything works out well, The Greatest Showman 2 could arrive in 2023. The Greatest Showman 2 story details another tricky aspect in a sequel to The Greatest Showman as the material for the plot.